Hi my souls, it's Soledad here and welcome to your love reading. This is going to be a mini little energy check-in with your person. But the first card that popped out, I got 5 already, is you've helped me realize that I do deserve love despite my upbringing. So your connection has been very transformative and healing for your person already. There's a lot of big moves and changes that they want to commit to and you're part of that, right? But before I show you the rest of the cards, if you don't know who I am, my name is Soledad. I'm a tarot card reader, psychic, and twin flame guide. And yeah, let's get into it, okay? I have toxic attachments to drugs and alcohol. I use them to suppress the pain of not having you in my life. So this is definitely for somebody where you guys are not in contact, and if you do see each other, it's definitely not friendly. It may be a little bit awkward. You may be getting some sort of silent treatment from this person, or you may be the one giving the silent treatment. Words could never express how much love, appreciation, and respect that I have for you. Yeah, your person holds you to a very high regard. I'm getting the message here from the angels that your person does not want to come through with anything that they can't take action on. So even if they do like you, and even if they do pour their heart out to you, it's like they don't want to lead you on. And they want to be able to give you something tangible, not just feelings and emotions. That's how much they think that you really do deserve the world. You will find it in your, will you find it in your heart to forgive me after all this time? I'm telling you, this person's really good at icing people out. They're really good at building high walls. They're good at isolating themselves. I am afraid you will not give me a second chance. So I do feel like this person crossed a line or a boundary with you. I do feel like they are not only feeling a lot of guilt and shame around it, but it's almost like they got ahead of themselves. They wanted to do to you what they thought you were going to do to them. So it's almost like they're like, oh, I know that they're going to leave me because I don't feel good enough. I know I'm going slow. I know I'm not giving them what they want right now. So instead of actually working towards that, I'm going to cut you off. I'm going to run away. I'm going to push you away. Whatever it is that caused that rift between you guys, that fight, that tower moment, so that I don't have to heal and I don't have to deal with this right now. Because I know that if I continue this behavior, you will eventually cut me off, and I don't want that. They would rather be the ones to just leave things in almost like this lull instead of actually trying to make things work because they just weren't ready yet. So it's like, I'm going to run because I know you're going to run away from me, right? I would rather just leave this here so that it's kind of up in the air instead of you definitively telling me this isn't working, I gotta go. All right, we have another message here. I want a whole new life with you, and I will leave everything behind in the process for our union. So it does feel like if in the past they made you feel like a second choice, they are now leaving what was blocking them and holding them behind to be with you. Let's get some divine truth cards to see what's really going on here. Give me some more information. And by the way, I do call in only the highest, most loving angels and guides that come straight from source, from God, from universe. There is an invocation I like to do beforehand. I always think it's important for you to protect yourself when you're doing readings, even if it's a virtual one like this one. I say this to all my personal clients. I always light an incense, but I'm not going to bore you with all the protection details here. I will have more about that in the description box, so feel free to check it out so that you feel safe and you know your energy is protected here and you are taking the precautions to protect your energy in the future. Okay, let's get some cards here. Got some dense energy. Sometimes when I am not getting a card from a deck, it's because I'm meant to use another deck, or sometimes the question, there needs to be almost like this air of mystery left on it. So sometimes the angels are like, hey, we can't spoil that surprise for you. Okay, as much as we try, we don't want to do that for you. So I'm either gonna, if I don't get a card in like the next 30 seconds, I'm either gonna get from a different deck, or we're just gonna see if we can channel different energy and see what the angels truly want you to know. And instead of seeing what's really going on with your person, we'll see what the angels need you to know right now, because sometimes it's just the way the cookie crumbled. Okay. And try one more time. Are there any specifically on your person's energy? Oh, look, hold on. This card was literally sliding out. Okay. Fragmented. Until we make our shadows conscious, we will still continue to hurt others. This is just confirming what we were talking about earlier, how your person was not ready to heal, and they knew that they were going to continue hurting you and not giving you what you deserve because they were not ready to confront their own shadows. When you love something, you got to set it free. When you hold on to somebody, it's like, I know you're going through it and you would love for them to be there, but there are certain things that you're not meant to help this person with, right? There's certain things that they need to grow and that you need to grow alone and separate. You can't just keep this person locked up in with you, right? I was gonna say in your heart, but like they're always gonna be in your heart. So like, you know, what's the point of that? I do want to get some messages. I'm being called to get this deck. So I'm gonna get some messages from this deck. Isn't that funny? We're just talking about shadow stuff and the shadow side card is at the bottom of this deck. You made me realize my flaws. You mirror this person so heavily that they were like, oh my God, yeah, no, I need to get it together. There's something about this person not being very, not mature, but like, they're not very experienced when it comes to true love connections. Like maybe they didn't have a lot of like serious relationships growing up. And this isn't just about like doing it with somebody or having sexual partners, right? This is about like true romantic partners. I think that you're a little more ahead on that and you underestimated how far behind they've had that. They are in that department. So I do feel like all of this is really new to them as well. You got to give them some grace, you know. Again, this is not excusing behavior, but I'm just letting you know where they're at. And if you truly love this person, which I feel like you do, if you're still watching this video and if this video found you, then it is important to hold grace and forgiveness and love. You know, hold space for the people that you love and allow them to grow and change as they need to. All right, let's get some cards here. Oh, we got a card. Responsibilities. I have to take care of my financial and emotional needs, period. On top of that, the substance abuse issues, the attachments that they have to let that go. If you have any issues, my dear, if you are like a chain smoker or there are certain things that you do that you know have been holding you back, right? Like for example, I used to smoke the devil's lettuce at some point, almost like my daily glass of wine, right? I was leaning on it too much. I was overusing it or using it in times I didn't really need it instead of allowing myself to, you know, if I have a bad emotion, a stressful emotion, an anxiety-ridden thought, I should have just handled it and allowed the things to come and go. Instead, I did not emotionally regulate, or I did with the help of the Mary Jane. So I'm sorry, I just don't know what I can't say on YouTube. So just exercising a little bit of precaution there, but that was kind of an example and I had to give that up in order to heal and grow. So if your twin flame, if your divine counterpart, if your person truly is your person and you are feeling that connection with them, you guys are mirroring each other. So if you're still having these issues and you're not willing to let go of your vices and attachments, they are also going to continue to hold on to that. I was actually, while I'm pulling one more card, I'm going to tell you guys a quick little story time. I was doing a reading for somebody and they were very frustrated because they, first of all, her and her person were both married to separate people, right? And they knew that they were each other's person, right? They're basically twin flames at this point, or they know that they are each other's twin flames. But she was so frustrated with him not letting go of her person, of his person, sorry. And I was like, okay, but what about you? Do you have any plans of letting go of your person? And she's like, well, not unless he lets go of her first. And I was like, do you see the hypocrisy. Why can't I say that word? Okay, hypocrisy. You see the hypocrisy of that? I finally got the word, you guys. So you can't expect your person to heal in the ways that you are still unhealed is the main message there. And it really opened her eyes, our reading. We got to touch on a lot of stuff that she was still working on and she started realizing why union hadn't happened yet. And it gave her a lot of comfort and kind of like this map on like where she should go next and what she should be working on instead of worrying about this other person, right? It also gave her the confirmation that there is love here. So let's get one more card for you guys. Sorry about that little story time rant. Let's get one more message from your person. What else is on their heart that they would like for you to know? Oh, we got a card. And if you are enjoying this reading and everything is resonating, you may resonate with this reading as well. Destiny. I'm struggling to find the right path. So your person right now knows that this is a destined connection, but they're just still trying to figure out exactly where they want to go. So they're, again, in that lull period. If you did enjoy this, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, comment down below if this video resonates, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.